Yes. But the more you compromise on your dressing, the more you're compromising on the quality of the man that you're going to
Exactly. Wow, that's a very nice point. I hope you guys have gotten that point. Did you hear that? The more you compromise, the more this thing. The what?
the more you're compromising on the quality of the man you're going to get.
Exactly. Wow. Hey, welcome back to Modest and Student Podcast. We are quite excited because we have another guest today, and we will be unwrapping the truth behind why we dress the way we dress.
So today with us today is Ruth Womba Lusua, a very interesting young lady. I personally am very thrilled to hear what she has to say for us on this topic. Ruth, we're very happy. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
To hear what you have for us.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so today's question is quite simple, but the answer might blow your mind. Who are you dressing?
This is interesting because most of us say we dress for ourselves, but are our choices influenced by others? Are we really dressing for ourselves? Let's find out.
Okay, so let's dive deep into our conversation. Okay, so my first question is, how would you describe your style right now, and has it changed over time?
How would I describe my style right now? I'm a girl who's more on the, I like classic and simple. Classic, but just simple, not overcomplicated. Just, classic but simple. Yeah. And has it changed over time? Of course, it has changed over time. From being dressed by your mother, that ugly shoe that you don't like,
That's
that shoe you don't like, from that butter shoe you don't like, that dress where your mother like, and then, never seen one, so, from there to dressing yourself to just picking whatever looks modest to growing into what do I like now, because I'm the one buying my clothes, I'm the one, filling my closet. So, yeah, it has changed over time.
Or what influenced the change?
So can you recall dressing to impress someone? And if so, who are you trying to impress and how did you feel afterwards? So can you recall dressing to impress someone? And if so, who are you trying to impress and how did you feel afterwards?
I don't think so, but there's one time at school I tried to impress my friends. I remember in grade 8 we're just starting out. Mom is picking the uniform. Obviously, it's going to be a very long skirt. Yes, it was very long. And then my friends had the privilege to get it cut short. So, you're the only one looking awkward and you don't understand why it's long in the first place. So I'm like, you know what, guys, I can also, if I want, I can do that because I was trying to impress them that I also have a choice to do that. So I went home. Luckily, I didn't cut it. Okay? Luckily, I didn't cut it. I just folded it in and I dried it. Then mom found it on the line. It was catastrophic. But yeah, but luckily I was caught. Maybe luckily I was caught. I didn't get it cut, but that was the only time I tried to impress anyone by making it the skate short.
Wonderful. So, do you think people dress for attention? And is that always a bad thing?
I think yes, people do dress for attention, but it depends on what kind of attention it is, and it's not always a bad thing because unconsciously or consciously, you are drawing attention. You may just dress simply, just simple thing, but if someone will still notice you, that's still attention. But it depends with the motive behind it. Okay, so yes, so for example, you guys, you run this podcast, you're always posting about modesting and whatnot, you're inspiring people. We commend you for the great job that you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So, this is an interesting one. This is where our topic actually lies. So, do you think women dress for men, other women, or themselves?
I think women dress for men, for women, for themselves. Okay, this obviously varies from person to person. Different motives as to why how people dress. But I would just like to put a fundamental thing there. Firstly, before we talk about ourselves, before we talk about women, before we talk about men, me as a Christian woman, why do I dress the way I do? That should be the first question, because as a Christian, I am supposed to honor God in all that I do. The body is the temple of the Lord. That is the first reason why I am dressing. Okay. So once I get that point to say I am dressing to please and honor my Lord, then that comes myself now. The style I'm dressed in, is it for me now, for myself? Is it what I like? Is it comfortable for me? Yes, because I've already laid the foundation that I'm honoring God. In whatever I'm going to choose next after, it should be first to honor God. So I've not, okay, this type of clothes do honor God. But out of all these ranges of modesty clothes, which one's for, yes. So now it varies now. So now this is where it varies. What do you dress for now? Do you dress for yourself? After you've already made the foundation, do you dress for yourself, for men or for women? Yes. So first, it should be for yourself first. Are you comfortable in what you're wearing? Don't be extra. Don't be too simple. Don't be just because, of external validation from other people. And other people would dress for men, especially worldly women, though they may deny it because they are seeking attention. Why would no one will ever accept it. But yet, it speaks more. Just by looking at you, it will speak volumes about what you're trying to do. Others will try to dress to outdress the next woman. Okay? You're trying to look the best among all. That's a wrong motive. Just be true to yourself. Dress for yourself as you honor God.
No one wants it. Okay, I'm dressing for a man. No one wants it. This is our main focus. Just to clarify something from your response. So, according to this question, so starting with us as believers, Christians, we know to say we're dressing for God. But then above that, it still comes to different choices after that. There are those that dress for themselves. There are those that may dress because you said something about want to challenge the next person. There are those that dress maybe for just trends and whatnot. So it all narrows down to your motive behind it. What exactly are you dressing for? When you stand up that particular day, you pick up what you're picking. Ask yourself, am I dressing for myself? Am I dressing because this makes me comfortable? Or am I dressing because my friends dresses like this?
To show off.
Yeah, because my friend will think, yeah. So it still comes back, but you can still be properly dressed, nicely dressed, but just have the right motive. Don't dress to impress others. Don't dress to challenge the next person. And then she also stated to say there are those whereby they are exposing their bodies and whatnot. Others even dress for men. Like she said to say, no one will agree.
And some people will directly tell you, with that dressing, are you ever going to get married? Are you ever going to attract a husband?
Exactly. How many people are getting married these women? They are properly dressed. I think that's one thing that even as believers we miss it because if you see these days we compromise. Like we compromise
There's a lot
so
of
much.
compromise.
A lot of that modesty we're not changing. We're calling it modesty because we feel like that's when we attract a man. That's when a brother will notice me. But I feel like that's not the case.
Yes, but the more you compromise on your dressing, the more you're compromising on the quality of the man that you're going to
Exactly. Wow, that's a very nice point. I hope you guys are getting that point.
Did you hear that?
The more you compromise, the more this thing. The what?
the more you're compromising on the quality of the man you're going to get.
Exactly. Wow. Yeah, just keep your modesty. You may get stuff, but just keep it. Don't compromise the quality of the marriage because you feel like no. And I feel like also sometimes even as believers, sometimes we just want to get validation from the world, not even
From the
our
world.
fellow people,
Yeah.
from the world. Yeah, you want to fit in and work at school. Yeah, just keep your modesty. You may get stuff, but just keep it. Don't compromise the quality of the marriage because you feel like no. And I feel like also sometimes even as believers, sometimes we just want to get validation from the world, not even
Yes, from the world. Yeah.
from the world. Yeah, you want to fit in and work at school.
They can't tell you apart.
Exactly.
I can't tell you apart, right?
They can't tell you apart because we are peculiar people.
A lot of this world.
So the minute somebody can't differentiate you from the world,
There is a problem.
You need to look in the mirror.
you should be obvious that Nanga, this one, what?
You should just look different.
Yes, just by your look, you.
We are always the odd ones out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the moment you feel like you are into just check yourself. There is a problem. So
Check yourself out. My sister, my brother, they're on track.
yeah, so I think we've gotten it. Your motive. Yes, you might not agree, but your motive is what matters.
So how can someone tell, like, what are the external signs that someone can use to like tell that they're not dressing for themselves or to tell who they're dressing for?
Check yourself. Reflect. It all comes down to motive. If you sit down and you're saying, why do I dress the way you do? And you come to a reason where you say, what will people think? What about you? What are you thinking of?
What does God think?
Once the mind shifts to the people, then
What will the people think? You are now moving from
The moment it just shifts from, is this honoring my body? Is this honoring God?
to to what people think. Will you think I'm cool? Will they think I'm think? Do they
And I feel like most of the time they just try to ignore that voice. There is that voice that's in there,
deep down.
but you ignore it.
It tells you on the mirror, girl, that's just too short, girl, that's too tight. You still go against it. So deep down, if we're to be honest, we know what is right.
Because at the end of the day, you know the truth. Only you know the truth. You
So, yes. So just ask yourself, self-reflect. Yeah.
We go to our next question. So do you think you can 100% dress for yourself? Like 100%.
I I don't think so. 100%.
Yeah.
We are humans.
I know, right? Yeah.
A compliment, guys. Yes. And we were talking about commending you guys for the job. Yes. So, are you dressing for yourself? No, because you're also trying to inspire. Okay. So it's boils down again to motive. As we are dressing as well, we are also inspiring others to say, look, you can be modest and still look nice. Okay. So I'm not dressing for myself only. I'm also dressing to inspire someone out there. I'm also dressing for respect because just by virtue of how you're dressed, somebody will respect you or disrespect you. So it's all those things. It still the boils down to bottom, but it's not 100%. I'm also dressing to inspire others to come to the modest world.
You feel good about yourself. That's the truth. You feel good. You feel confident when you're like, oh, okay, look at this vessel of God. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. And you know, actually, one thing I noticed, even these people were like, they may say modest is boring or what, no matter how much they may disagree, but they'll still appreciate you. Yes.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
still appreciate when they sit in those closed doors. When you're not there, they'll still appreciate. Yeah, they may mock you and things like that, but they'll still appreciate that direction, especially when it's beautiful and things like that. So I feel like, in as much as we may want to compromise to please those people, sometimes, I can give an example of myself. Huh? There's this time like I would literally like even compromise my modest and things like that. Even those same people, the world with people and that don't even believe in modesty, they would even say, but she looks better when why she compromises and things like that. They know
That's true.
they might not follow those things, but they know the value of them.
They actually admire your confidence. You step out like that in that.
So I would encourage someone who's out there, the modest, they don't give up their modesty. They are watching and they will appreciate you. They may not give up, but they will appreciate you in the growth.
They actually admire you. They wish you
Yeah,
were you.
exactly.
That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Because you find people complimenting her like, okay, she dresses decently, but she still looks good. How? Yeah, you still pull that off.
Yeah.
We just need to commend the girls out there who dress modestly, decently, but still look gorgeous. Doing it. It's not easy, but you pull it off.
Yeah, keep doing it because someone is watching out there.
And you look good while doing it. Do societal standards influence our clothing choices?
Yeah, like trends, norms, or expectations.
Yes, they do. What our parents used to call modest in those days, I mean, no, not modest, what our parents used to call indecent is now the decent. Society standards are changing. Yes, so society standards are always changing. They're always changing. That's why your faith should always be the influence of your choices. Because it's a standard, it's a rock of ages, eh?
Yeah.
But it's a rock of ages, it's never changing. But if you go with society, you end up walking, sorry to use the term, naked one day. Because we are every day we're getting, yes, the clothes are getting less and less, and all our parents, used to, dress a certain way maybe, and that was now that's the decent of this day. The indecent of that day is now the decent of this day. Now imagine the indecency of now and in the next years. So society standards keep on changing, and if our choices of clothes is going to depend on societal standards, we are going to get lost at some point. We're just going to be walking around. In the Western countries, it's already happening. Yes, so let our faith, as much, yes, societal standards do influence, but don't let that be the influence. Let your faith be the influence of your choices in everything, and also your choice of clothing. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the word of God doesn't change.
It doesn't change. If you think this is that.
Because at the end of the day, the word of God doesn't change.
Yeah.
It doesn't change. Yeah, so do you ever feel judged based on what you're wearing? Do you ever feel judged based on what you're wearing?
It's a normal. It's normal, and I think for me, I take it as an indication that I'm on the right path.
Yes.
Because even at work, I remember there was once a function at work. It was a match day, and usually when people are matching, they always you wear a jean and a top on top, a jean and a top, and then there I was in a jean, the only one looking awkward. Yes. So we are peculiar people, and we are always get just like, why you dress the way you do? And there's just certain events where maybe skirts or dresses won't fit in, okay, and they'll judge you, but you don't care regardless because that is who you are. You're not faking; it is who you are. Yes, they'll admire, and they'll even pass comments to say this one is a white material. That's one of my, but
They know the truth.
but then they'll be like, why do you dress the way you do? Even at work, I don't know, it's people have got different views, but that's my personal conviction. There are many medical Christian personnel out there, they wear scrubs, but I choose not to wear the bottom trousers. I wear a scrub dress. Do you know how awkward a scrub dress is? It looks awkward. Like even myself, I'm like, okay, this looks awkward, but it's my conviction.
Yeah.
I would rather feel safe in what I'm dressed in than keep on questioning if I'm right or wrong. Okay? So, yes, people always judge you, but it's your conviction. It should be an inside job that reflects the outside. Yes.
So I think the most important point I've gotten from me is that, especially we as Christians, we live as modest girls, the moment you feel like you're not being judged from your workmates, your classmates, then check yourself.
Check yourself.
You have compromised.
You look like them.
Yeah.
You look normal because we
Whenever
all
you
look
feel
normal
like
to the world.
yeah, sometimes we like to ourselves say I'm modest because of the societal standards that is put as modest. But is it really the modest? So check yourself with the judgmental standards.
Because why are you looking normal? We are never.
Yeah, because why are they not judging you if you're modest?
They have to.
Exactly, they have to judge you as long as you're modest. They have to judge you. Yeah, once they start complimenting you, you look nice and just know.
Check yourself.
You compromise. Check. It might be long. Is it loose? Is it not see through? Is it just check yourself? There is a problem somewhere because
Once a word the person does, you look nice.
there is a problem.
Just see that suspicious look. Okay, that's
Yeah. So is modesty about how you dress or why you dress that way?
but
Okay, bring it on. Huh?
Yeah, bring it on.
but it starts with the why and then the how. Why do you dress the way you do before you go to the how? Back in my teenage days, I used to think a problem, because we knew the how to dress modestly, but we didn't know why we were dressing. Yes.
Yeah.
And so there's always a friction between children and parents because you just tell me to dress like this. I know how to. Yes. Why? I don't know why.
I might not dress like
Yes, so it's always you're being caught by the door. Hey, that's too short. Go back, dress something else. And tomorrow again, you dress something. No, go back, dress. Until I grew up and now I read the word of God for myself, I was convicted. It was now an inside job. I know why, and automatically I know how. I don't struggle with the how. I don't struggle. It's in me. As I'm picking clothes, I know already. And if it's too tight, it's too loose, it's too wide, it tells me because I dealt with the why. I know why. And now the how just flows.
See, deal with the why.
Okay.
Ladies, deal with the why.
Okay, so Ruth, would your outfit change if you were going to see someone you like, or for a girls' outing, or maybe a mixed group?
Yes, especially people who don't know the why. Especially the people who don't know why they dress modest in the first place. They will compromise. But when you know the why, that's why it's important to make a foundation. God, let God be your foundation. Let God, everything you do, may it be to honor God. Your body is the temple. So in conclusion, your body is the temple of the Lord. You are reflecting Christ's character on earth. You are an ambassador of Christ. Your body represents Christ. What you do is how you dress. So regardless of where you are, whether it's casual, stage, wherever you go, you remember you are an ambassador of that. If it's an ambassador of the country, wherever you go, you behave the way. Yes. So you are reflecting Christ in wherever you are, whether it's casual, whether it's what. Make sure, check yourself. Is this what Christ's bride would look like? Yes. Yes, it would change. Okay, but not in a negative way. So, modesty does not always mean that you always to be smart. Okay, you can also dress for the occasion, not indifferently, of course. For example, I'll give an example. We always go for quiet time. So there's this program that is run by Vogue where we have quiet time every month. If you're below 28 years, guys, you can always subscribe. You answer quizzes, sign in. Yes, you answer quizzes, and you have a trophy, and you can go for quiet time. So now this is the casual event. This is where we go have an hour with the Lord, and then we socialize with games and whatnot. Now this is the casual event. Someone might, but I will go in a casual wear. So casual wear does not mean indecent now. It can be just a jacket, a top, just, casual but decent at the same time. So it also depends with where you're going. So if I'm going for a high profile function, of course I'll wear smart. If I'm going for a casual wear, yes. If it's somebody I like, I'm going out with the girls, it'll be a fun casual, but it still falls under modest. So yes. So modest is not limited to a specific kind of clothing. There's a wide range you can come up with. Yes. So
In terms of maybe how much you cover, okay, let's put it on maybe other people. What do you think in how much they cover? Do you think others would compromise? Maybe they're going to an event where they're boys, yes, compared to when they're just going maybe they're girls or something.
yes, especially people who don't know the why. Especially the people who don't know why they dress modest in the first place. They will compromise. But when you know the why, that's why it's important to make a foundation. God, let God be your foundation. Let God, everything you do, may it be to honor God. Your body is the temple. So in conclusion, your body is the temple of the Lord. You are reflecting Christ's character on earth. You are an ambassador of Christ. Your body represents Christ. What you do is how you dress. So regardless of where you are, whether it's casual, stage, wherever you go, you remember you are an ambassador of that. If it's an ambassador of the country, wherever you go, you behave the way. Yes. So you are reflecting Christ in wherever you are, whether it's casual, whether it's what. Make sure, check yourself. Is this what Christ's bride would look like?
Woo!
Is this what Christ would look like? Am I reflecting Christ's bride?
Woo!
Am I reflecting Christ in what I'm doing, wherever I am? So get your why you dress the way you do. You will not struggle with the how. Wherever you go, God will be telling you, that spirit will be telling you. If it's too open, it will tell you it's open, you will change. Because you've dealt with the how, don't with the why. Don't just go about with how, this is how mom wants me to dress, this is how society wants me to dress, this is how media wants me to dress. God, how does God want you to dress? How would you want to represent God? So that's the foundation of it all.
Wow.
Wow, guys, this has been
That's
very interesting. Yeah, get the wow. Keynote, get the why. Why you're doing something and it's not even because
Try to compromise because you are seeking approval. Stop seeking the approval of others. Start seeking the approval of Christ. You won't struggle, please. So please be the peculiar one, be the different one. Yes. Represent Christ the best that you can. The world may mock you, but the Bible says, blessed are ye when you are mocked for my name's sake.
yeah. Oh.
Blessed. Every time I'm mocked, I'm like, that's a bar for me in heaven. Yes, so yes, rejoice with it. You are meant to be different. Christ was different. Why are you, looking alike? There must be a difference. Yes, so let's not be ashamed of being modest. It's a beautiful thing. It's a respectful thing. It's better to be respected than to be wanted.
wow, wow, guys. What are we really dressing for? Who are we really dressing for? This has been a very interesting topic. Joby?
Very much. Like, I've enjoyed it. I've learned so much.
Yeah.
So, like, give the final advice to the listeners. What should they do?
Dress for Christ. In conclusion, dress for Christ. In all you do, let it be to honor God. You will not get lost when you do it for God. That's all.
And any tips to dress for occasion?
Any tips? Get what you're comfortable in. Be yourself. Dress for yourself. After God, dress for yourself. Dress to inspire. Dress not to lead others into temptations. We want our brothers in heaven too, please, guys. So yes, we want them into. So let's not be a temptation, but let's dress in with intention, with a good motive, always. That's the final thing I can say. Okay. Yeah, so it's been a great conversation. It's been an eye-opening conversation. Hoping next time, I don't know when that will be. Will be
So,
Yeah, soon. So, guys, we got that. Once we understand why we dress the way we dress, we decide what truly represents us, and that's the truth behind. That's basically the truth behind why we dress the way we dress.
yeah.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Please, if you haven't followed us, follow us on our social media pages. It has been a great episode. It has been a great episode.
Yeah, it has.
Hmm.
So, guys, for those that may have alternative opinions, different opinions, opposing opinions, just drop them in the comment section and let's hear what you also have to say.
Yes,
But alternatively, this is what Ruth thinks, this is what we think. So we hope you learn one or two things. So Ruth, thank you so much for coming.
thank you so much.
I had a very wonderful time listening to your
I had a wonderful
experiences.
time.
We can't wait to have you back. Really. So, guys, make sure you follow us if you haven't followed us yet. If you want to be a guest, you are not limited. Don't wait for us to call you. Just reach to us. Tell us. I want to come there. Sometimes we can even come with a topic. If you want us to discuss a certain topic, bring it to us. We deliver it to you. See you in the next episode.
Ta-da.